I've really enjoyed all my placements. It's been more of a peer-to-peer relationship, which is really good. So I've found them really, really approachable.
It's an exceedingly important part of the process. Our time here is spent 50% in practice and 50% in university. So it's really good to put all the theoretical elements into practice for real with real life patients.
Being able to learn the role, communicate with patients, being kind of getting the rapport with the patients as well.
You can teach it, but you won't exactly learn it until you have to deal with it yourself, and you won't really get to do it until you're on the road.
A year ago when I went out for the first time, although I do have prior experience, it was scary, and I think it is for every student going into that new environment. It's important that you feel supported from day one, really, just to bring you into the team, keep you included and keep you engaged.
When you're the third person on a crew, it's nice to actually feel part of that team, and that helps you put yourself out there. It helps with your confidence and shows you your abilities and inabilities as well.
It's lovely to be told when you're doing something well and when it's all going good, but likewise you need to know what you're not doing so well, how you can improve, otherwise you're not going to be able to improve as an individual and as a future paramedic. I
think probably one call I went in first year was quite a traumatic one. Not the fact that the patient was actually in an awful state, it was more the people around that patient that were finding it difficult with the scenario, with the loss of that particular patient. And having to hear those people go through that grief process and the bereavement of it, that was difficult. But being able to talk about it after with my practice educator at the end of the shift, after the call, on break, the next day, over a cup of tea, cup of coffee, that helped me through it. And the next time I approached a similar situation, I was able to kind of apply what we had spoken about, what we had gone through. And it's definitely helped me improve that kind of process of working through these things.
I think working with different practice educators can give you benefits because you learn different skills and how different people work. So you can develop your own practice from seeing how they work, how they operate.
I think it's good to pass on your own experiences. Everybody will experience a different incident slightly differently and take something away from it that another person might not.
In a certain sense, it's slightly easier when you get used to working with one person and then you get used to their rhythm of working and you integrate a little bit better. But as well as picking up their good habits, you may pick up their bad habits because we all have them. I think it takes a lot of understanding first and foremost. There's a lot of practice educators that haven't necessarily gone through the university route to become paramedics, and I think it's important they understand where we're coming from.
Good communication, empathy, being able to work as part of a team.
Just being approachable, being willing to listen, being genuine and helping when they can.
I think honesty is important both ways, honest critique, honest feedback.
Just be supportive and be helpful and want students to be with you opposed to just doing it because you feel you've got to do it.
Having that ability to show people how to do things while something's happening, because it's quite difficult if something rapid-paced or something new that educator has even come across themselves and they're actually able to give you the time to talk through things which will show you and get you involved. The last thing anyone wants to feel is to be in the way or out of place. Task management and being able to involve everyone as part of a team has been something I've picked up on in all my mentors, so it's been great.